1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. After you gone, you left me crying. After you gone, there's no denying. You feel blue, you feel sad. You miss the dearest pal you've ever had. There come a time, now don't forget it. There come a time when you regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, your heart will break like mine. You must be lonely. After you gone now, wait.
めっちゃ緊張してる。皆さんこんにちは。今日はスペシャルな動画を撮ってます。初めて素晴らしい日本のミュージシャンを紹介したいと思います。大阪の上東裕二様です。
はい、どうもこんにちは。
よろしくお願いし
よろしくお願いし
ます。
ます。
ね、気楽に行きましょう。
OK、気楽に行こう、気楽に行こ
じゃあ自己紹介どうぞ。
う。はい、どうもこんにちは。ジャズギタリストの上東裕二と言います。今日はデニスさんと一緒に、動画撮影やってます。よろしくお願いします。
実は裕二英語も喋れるんですね。
A little bit.
A little bit. 英語の字幕作るのはすごいめんどくさいの
Yeah, I
で、
understand.
これから英語でいい？
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And anyway, I want to introduce Japanese musicians to the outside world anyway. So this video is actually not for Japanese people, but Japanese people can watch it too.
Yeah.
That was very hard. Speaking in Japanese is not easy.
That's true. That's true.
So I've been living in Japan for 1 year now. Before that, I came to Japan every year just for a little bit and always discovering a lot of fantastic musicians. And Yuji is one of the many fantastic musicians that I've met. And in Japan, jazz music has had a very long history, maybe as old as America, more than 100 years old.
Yeah.
So jazz is actually, comparatively speaking to other countries, jazz is kind of a big thing. And then you have swing music as well, which is already in the entire world is very rare. But in Japan, there is swing music. Can you talk about how you discovered swing music?
Yeah. First of all, I met a guy. His name is Tomotaka Matsui. Belong to Sweet Holy Hawaiian. They play old style swing, jazz, or like Hawaiian music. And when first time I saw them play, I was really impressed, and I want to play like them. And I started to learn the guitar from him. And after that, I listened to like early jazz, like Eddie Lang or Carl Kless or Dick McDonald, that sort of stuff. And I really into it, and I really start to like them. And after that, I don't know why. I really like guitar's chords. I mean, like this. I mean,
Like Alan Roos, that kind of stuff.
yeah, and the Carl Craig stuff.
Mhm.
And I started to learn it, but there is no books or
Yes.
any resources about them. Literally, no books in the world, and so only I can do is just to listen to the old record or CDs and copy them. And I gradually start to I understand how to play them, and I play that kind of style. And I met Jonathan Stout in US, and we exchanged some information about this kind of early jazz style, and little by little I figure out how they play, and I play like 10 years after that,
Wow.
and now I understand maybe just a bit.
Yes, yes. Well, actually, before that, what kind of music were you playing before?
Oh yeah, when I was a high school student, I started to listen to Django.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So at the time I was 15 years old, and I listened to Django music.
Wow.
No friends. I don't have any friends.
I know that story.
Yeah.
めっちゃわかるよ。
Yeah.
But now you have a friend.
Yeah.
So then after
That's
Django,
true, yes.
you went more into the American early jazz
Yeah,
style.
yeah. Especially the reason why I want to play like early jazz, American early jazz, is this archtop guitar.
Ah,
It looks really cool.
it does.
I think.
Yeah. And actually, before we do that, I'm playing on this wonderful guitar made by Stringphonic. It's a company in Osaka.
Yeah.
They make guitars like this. They also make Gypsy jazz guitars. And this is a fantastic guitar. You should really check it out.
Yeah,
Stringphonics in Osaka. And so I also want to talk to you about learning jazz music in Japan or swing music. Because you said, I was going to say that, but you already said it. There are no books. There are no
Yeah,
videos.
no
It's
videos.
so rare, especially when we were younger. Now there's a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit.
But also being in Japan, well, you speak very good English, but I know a lot of Japanese people, they don't have that ability. So it must be very difficult for them. Can you talk about for how it was for you and maybe how it is for other Japanese musicians who are interested in swing music? How many are there? How many are there in Osaka or Tokyo? Like, can you talk about that?
Actually, there are not a lot of swing guitarists in Osaka, but since I started to Instagram, I met lots of guys in Tokyo.
Ah, so it's
So, like one of my favorite swing guitarists is Hirofumi Asaba-kun.
Yes. I hope to interview him as well one day.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't met him, and I want to see his show next week. You're playing together next week, right?
Yeah.
But I cannot.
It's okay. It's okay.
I feel really bad.
So I'm really happy to find the swing guitarists in Japan, like through Instagram, and so that kind of SNS like makes the world smaller.
Yeah. Just 1 second. SNS in Japanese is social media.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. They don't. In Japan, they have English words, but really only for the Japanese will understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes even I start to copy that. I say live house now in English, but actually that's very Japanese. Live house there. Live house.
Yeah, true. Yes.
So yeah, okay. But okay, so Osaka, but outside of guitar players like bass players, drummers, piano players, clarinet, what can you know everyone, right?
Yeah, but there's not a lot in Osaka, sadly. But in Tokyo, there are more and more like player. So if you you want to learn jazz music, maybe go to Tokyo is the best choice, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. Yes.
Can you talk to me a little bit? We talked about this last time we met. We had dinner, and I noticed that the level in Japan is very, how do you say, it's very consistent, very high level.
You think
And
so?
I really think so. And can you talk to me about how it is growing up in Japan, like learning music? Because it seems people really take music seriously in Japan, and I really love that.
Yeah, but yeah. So Japanese people tend to be really polite and really, how to say, majime,
Serious.
serious. So, like when you make a line when you take a train,
Mm-hmm.
the Japanese people tend to make a line really straightly, no?
なるほど. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this.
So,
そうする.
so
I will do this. It's like
so-
that.
So Japanese people tend to be really serious and polite, and so I think that is one of the biggest factor make Japanese people play music really good.
Yeah, it's very impressive. And do you have a band in Osaka playing like swing music, or what else do you do? You teach?
Oh yeah. There is a famous band called Clap Stomp Swingin'. You know them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they are really, authentic swing music, and they are called to abroad,
Yes.
like Hong Kong or Taiwan or.
I think they were just in
Vietnam?
Korea. They were in Korea. I saw,
Yeah. So they are famous in Osaka.
And what about you? Do you have a band? Are you going to make a band? Maybe we make a band together.
Oh
I play for you.
yeah. I used to belong to a band, but yeah, it's finished. So maybe I need to move on. And now I found a pianist.
Oh.
No, actually, he found me.
Mm-hmm.
Ryohei Kishimoto,
Mm-hmm.
and we tried to play swing music. I mean, basking
Oh,
in
wow.
Kyoto.
Wow.
So I think swing music scene is moving on, and also there is a swing dance community.
Mm-hmm.
In Osaka, there's the biggest swing dance community in Osaka is Osaka Swing, and also there is big dance site in Tokyo. It's called. Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay.
But the organizer is Amore-san. Yeah, around him there are lots of good swing music, like Gentle Forest Jazz Band or Asian Golden Quartet or Asabakun. I told you, yes.
That's amazing. By the way, if you like what Yuji is doing, you can check out the transcription on SoundSlice. You'll find the link in the description box. I'm going to transcribe what he played so you can steal his ideas. There are lots of wonderful double stops ideas that I saw that I'm going to steal them myself. Thank you. And if you ever come to Osaka, be sure to look him up, and I will share his Instagram and different things so you can check him out.
DM me.
Very friendly person. Okay, so we talked about Osaka and Tokyo, but outside of those, Kansai, outside of Kansai and Tokyo, what about swing music? Can you talk? Do you know anything?
No, I don't know, but I think there's not a lot of swing band in Japan besides Osaka and Tokyo.
But still already more than other places in the world.
I think so. Yes, yes,
so still very surprising. But hopefully, I hope there will be more people interested in this music in Japan. I'm sure you are helping a lot. You're promoting this music.
Yeah, I will do.
Can you talk to me about this guitar that you have? It seems that in a lot of music stores in Japan that I go to, they have a lot of beautiful vintage archtops.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe talk to me about your guitar.
Yeah. So nowadays, sadly, like vintage guitars price is extremely high.
Yeah.
So we cannot buy them. No, seriously, we cannot. So I found a good guitar in Japan. This is made in Nagano, made by Sumi-san. And I think it sounds really vintage and looks vintage, right?
Yeah.
And
So this is a
great.
new guitar.
Yeah, this is a new guitar. So yeah, I like it.
Was it custom built for you, or did you buy in a store, in a shop?
Yeah, I bought this from shop.
Okay, so you tried many guitars, like, oh, this one is good, and
Yeah,
okay.
maybe you can ask String Phonic Takemoto-san to make this kind of guitar.
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe one day. Yeah, it'll be really, really great. Well, thank you very much for doing this interview. I'm very happy to introduce my first Japanese musician to my YouTube channel, and I hope to introduce many more.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so check out the transcription of his wonderful playing if you want to take his chords. If you're in Japan and you want to take lessons or you want to hang out, you can find him on Instagram.
Yeah, call me.
There we go. ね、ありがとうね。楽しかったです。
大丈夫今ので。
大丈夫よ。
もう全然喋られへん。